Hey everybody, welcome to the lesson for today. We are going to learn about quotation marks. So I'll give you my little hint here. Quotation marks, they kind of look like these little C's here that float in the air. Quotation marks are used in your writing when someone says something. It's really important when you're reading a book, when you're reading a letter, when you're reading a magazine, when it is actually referring to someone saying the exact thing. So what we're going to do is we're going to watch a cheesy little video because you know I love cheesy little videos, and we're going to do some practice together, and then you guys, of course, will have some practice on your own of where to insert quotation marks. So one thing that I want you to pay attention to is that in your books, notice how many times you'll see quotation marks. Sometimes you don't even notice them, but quotation marks are used to show when someone else is talking. So we're going to watch this cheesy little video for a few seconds together about quotation marks, or speech marks, as I have heard it called before.
Speech marks are quotation marks that show the exact words of a speaker. Keep the quote or the exact words inside the open quotation and the closed quotation marks. For example, the doctor asked, "How do you feel today?" Remember to use a comma to separate the quote from the rest of the sentence.
So just remember, this is just telling what happened. The doctor asked, "How do you feel today?" They put the quotation marks because the quotation marks are specifying the exact words that were said. So the doctor asked, comma, "How do you feel today?"
Also, begin the quote with a capital letter.
Very important.
And put the end punctuation mark before the close quotation mark.
So main thing to remember, a few things, and I am not going to be picky the first time around, but we just have to remember to have a capital letter and the quotations go around what's being said. So we're going to look at some examples here together. Here they're already highlighted. "He loves my mom," I answered. So look at this. It's in quotations. Here's the mark. The comma's in there too. Whatever was said is in the quotation marks. "He loves my mom," I answered. I sat down on the couch next to Cheerio, who was asleep on his favorite pillow. Without even waking up, he cuddled by me. And do you notice there's no quotations in here because no one said anything? Oh, here we go. I know someone's talking. "No, dude, that doesn't help us get him to Philadelphia because your mom is here," said Frankie. So this whole thing in green was said. You see that capital letter, put the comma underneath with the quotation. "Said Frankie," right? That's not in quotations. "We could kidnap her and leave a note saying he'll let her find her in Philly," I suggested. So again, quotation, quotation. This blue is, or not blue, green has what Ben said. "That's extreme, Zip," Frankie said. "Use your brain. What else does he love?" You notice quotation is what he said. Again here, the quotation, do you see the question mark is in there? "I don't know," I said. "Well, if you don't know, who does know? You're his son." Quotation. So this is very intense of how many there are and how to use. We're just going to start very basic practice at first. So let's do some together, and we're going to highlight the words that are spoken. So kind of easy to go along with me here. Let's just look. So did you see the game? Sarah asked. So the hint here, I'm going to unlock this so I can highlight it, is did you see the game? That's something that's said, and look at my hint, you guys, because it's in quotations. So the "did you see the game" was spoken. Let's just change it to red. How about that? Sarah asked. "I watched the Tigers," said Thomas. So what was said? I watched the Tigers. Because, good hint, it's in quotation. "I don't mean Major League Baseball," Sierra said. So she said this. And remember, when I'm talking, I don't say, "Hi guys, how are you doing today?" Mrs. Acker said, right? You just say what you say. You don't have to say when you say something. "I mean the Little League World Series," she said. Quotations is telling us what they said. "Who is playing?" Noah asked. Who is playing is what he said. "Panama and Long Beach played," Lucas said. So again, highlighting the words that were said. And look at this, you guys. capital, 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 capital. Nice. And do you see ending marks? That one was a question. Comma, 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 question, comma. There's always a mark in there, okay? You can't just do nothing. So this person did a great job in using a period at the end. So, all right, Mrs. Ecker is going to do a little practice on a piece of paper before you do your assignment. All of these have people that say something, but we have no quotation marks. So we have no idea what was being said. This just says, Landon asked, who are you for? What? Landon asked what? Okay, so I need to know what was said. So here we go. Landon asked, who were you for? Well, they just said he asked what? So quotation and quotation, right? Around. They already have capital letters. We're good. Sadie said I was for Panama. Sadie said, we already have a comma, I was for Panama, and they have the ending mark, so good there. Did the win? I think I forgot a they. Did they win, asked Taylor? Well, he's asking, did they win? So we are putting parentheses around it. Long Beach won, Sarah replied. Long Beach won, Sarah replied. They won twice in a row, she exclaimed. They won twice in a row, she exclaimed. Do you notice I keep my quotations on the outside of everything? I need a book for our lesson on Africa, said Jack. I need a book on my lesson from Africa, said Jack. Period. They capitalized. Nice job. How about this one? Asked Egan. Good. Around the outside. It has beautiful pictures, he continued. That one has a comma, and that's fine. Quotation about everything that I said. I'm sure you guys are catching on. Kylan gasped, wow, look at our waterfall. So he gasped. That's not saying anything. Here we go. And he said, wow, look at that waterfall. You notice how my voice changes when things have quotations? She said, many people want to visit Victoria Falls. And we have a comma. So some practice on that. Next, we're going to do when we have to capitalize and use commas also. Okay, now we're actually going to do some practice like you will have on your assignment on Google Docs. As you can see here, we have no capitalization. We have no ending marks. We have nothing. This is exactly what your worksheet is going to look like. So on the line below, you guys will have to fix it. So the first line states, Jasmine yelled to her mother from downstairs, breakfast is ready. So we kind of have to make a good decision here. What do we think has been said? Jasmine yelled to her mother from downstairs. No, Jasmine yelled to her mother from downstairs, breakfast is ready. So I'm assuming breakfast is ready is what she said. So as we start here, remember, capitalization is her first name. Jasmine yelled to her mother from downstairs. And here is the quotation, what is said. So I'm just going to remind me of this. I'm going to go to a new line here. Breakfast is ready. And I need an ending mark. Let's do an exclamation and another one. I do need a comma here because I'm starting what is being said. So let's reread this. Jasmine yelled to her mother from downstairs, breakfast is ready. I like it. Next one. Did you hear that Justin Bieber is retiring? Asked Joseph. Ha, is he? I don't know. So we need to figure out what is being said. I'm just going to kind of mark this off here. Did you hear that Justin Bieber is retiring? Asked. I think here is my little code, my hint. This is what is being said. So let's fix it. Remember, capital letter. Here we go. Did you hear that Justin Bieber, do you notice I capitalized his name, is retiring? Ooh, there's my quotation. And remember, let's do a comma. Asked Joseph. I'm going to capitalize his name because he is a person. And at the end, we always use a period. That looks way better. Did you hear that Justin Bieber is retiring? Asked Joseph. You know what? We could also use a question mark too. Either one. Last one. We need to buy milk, eggs, cheese, yogurt at the grocery store, said Grandma. Ooh, I see something that we worked on yesterday. Commas. We need to buy milk, comma, eggs, comma, cheese, comma, and yogurt at the grocery store, said Grandma. So I'm thinking those will go here. So let's do the rewrite. And you get to do your own. Let's start our sentence. We, capital letter, need to buy milk, comma, eggs, comma, cheese, comma, and yogurt. Sorry, I'm writing fast and sloppy, but you get the point. At the grocery store, comma, let's do our exclamations or our apostrophes here, said Grandma. Grandma we're actually going to capitalize because they're referring to her name, and as always, we use an ending mark. So when you guys are doing your own 3 on the computer today, just please remember, capitalize the first name, first letters. Let's remember our commas or question marks and our periods at the end. As always, chat me with any questions. Good luck. So thanks for sticking around watching my video. I know that was a lot of practice and information, and we'll do more practice later, but I really just wanted us to get started on understanding quotations and how to use them in our writing. So now is the time at the end where you are going to complete your own work on quotation marks. And you guessed it, as usual, you will log into your Google Classroom. Everything is under week 4 this week, okay? I'm going to try and organize a little bit by weeks. It's gray right now because it's scheduled. So today's assignment is quotation marks, and you'll see down here we have the slide on the assignment. I have 3 sentences for you to edit, okay? You can't click on the sentences, but you can click on this text box and start typing how this sentence should look, okay? The quotation marks are right at your pinky. You'll see over there next to your return bar. So if you need quotation marks, you'll use those over there. And remember, when you're done, there is no submit button here. So just exit out and you'll come back to this screen. And remember, there'll be a thing down here that says view assignment, and then you can hit turn in. So good luck as always. Let me know if you have any questions. I'm on Google Chat all the time. You can call me, message me, whatever you need. So good luck.